Oh, bullet to do. Click, 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 clank, click. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, close. Load game. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff set up. Look at fool. That's good. I gotta get my window resized. Well, first I open up my alert box because I forgot to do that. Alert box. If it wants to load my, you can do it. There you go, Streamlabs. Drag you over there. Boom. Go like that. Right to my dashboard. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Click clank. Click clank in the dryer too. Is that good? That is good. Okay. TweetDeck's open. TweetDeck is open. Okay. And then my dashboard. Introducing channel analytics. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't really care. I'm under the Witcher. Typed in THW. Oh, I'm a moron. I don't like typing one-handed, but I don't want to put my controller down. As well, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. There we go. Update. Okay, we are good. Find the boot black who appeared in the vision, but I want to... Oh, we have to level up. Do this. We have contracts I forgot to do. God damn it. And then that's nothing. Spontaneous profits. Sorry, Boot Black. I'll come back to you in like 80 hours. It's only 5 contracts. Shouldn't be that bad. We'll go to the Grand Place. The Grand Place. I've been amazed for a long, long time. You're free to wander and hold the jump button while in the air to grab onto a ledge. And then first travel to the grand place. Skin a little dip in the Witcher. Bolt the wall and get stuck. He's done it. No, no, no. No.
Nice tune.
Tweedledum. Nice tune. Girl, please. What was that jump? Hello? And keep.
Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry.
Pardon me?
The best auberge in all the duchy.
Ever seen a spoon like this?
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
You don't mind me just going into your cellar? Thanks. Bye.
See you later.
Did you guess, our sweet shining sun?
I'll be in your cellar. Smeagol Lewis's Circus Cookbook. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for a bucolious rabbit on the last page, there was only a few chaotically written lines. Labodia's weeping wounds. Oh, it's people's voices upstairs. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts, and at last I found it. I know now with the spoon key I purchased at auction in the locks, it is nothing else but the key to the legendary studio Ramasia's Gortiel, the elven priest of the goddess Benembi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in the Beauclair forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes, not to mention the other priceless treasures the Grandmaster Chef might have kept in the kitchen where he perfected his art. Or should the page is covered with a large greasy stain. Find Gorthor's studios and look for the treasure. Hey, I know what that is.
Welcome to the fest.
You want to know? No, you don't want to know. Okay, bye.
Drink and be merry. Thus spake the prophet of Yoda.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
Take good care of yourself.
A witcher? Oh, is it me? Brothers and sisters, let it be known that the Witcher Geralt of Rivia has thrown off the prejudices of this guild and has shown true respect for the laws of nature. He understands the importance of ecosystemical balance of preserving endangered species. Therefore, let us not remain in his debt. I call upon each member of society to reduce his prices for the Witcher as much as possible. Wait, what? Therefore, let us not remain in his debt. I call upon each member of a society to reduce his prices for the Witcher as much. He said that he's calling for them to charge me less. Ever seen I don't care about the Gwent tournament. That's how I'm reading that, but I might be wrong with the wording. But it seems like we helped the dude. He's like, hey, he helped us. He helped me. He didn't kill the rude boy, deluxe ballistic. What are they called again? I don't know. So let's charge him less. Oh no, we can. That was for hunts. It's for shops. Gotcha. They'll charge me less for shops when I buy stuff, if it's even true. Might just be for the sign only. Bah. What are you doing?
Show me what
It can't just be hitting him twice. Or are we already at one charge? Oh, okay, I think we hit either two of them or we hit the same person twice. Or dog. Spontaneous profits. So that one key that we found in the lake for the one boy that we never used. Or no, we found a locked chest. We didn't find the key, I think. Entrance is over here. We have the key. Oh, right. We do have the key. What am I talking about? Recipe for entrée blanc pasta. Honey spice cake recipe. Crayfish boil. Yo, I got the crayfish boil recipe. Can I give it to that one boy? Ingredients: 1 hearty spoon of thick yogurt, preferably Germanian style, or Gemaran style. 1 handful of chanterelles. 1 glass of red wine, semi-dry. 1 turkey breast. Angular pasta to taste. 6 cherry tomatoes. 1 bunch of arugula. 1 Zircanian bouquet garni, combined with exotic herbs and spices. Duntine olive oil. 1 small bowl of ricotta. Salt and pepper. 2 cloves of garlic. Rub the turkey breast with salt, then immerse in a marinade made of the yogurt, Zircanian bouquet, and crushed garlic. Leave it in the cool place for at least 2 hours. Boil the chanterelles till they are soft, but don't make jam out of them. Remember, al dente, you fool. Prepare the tagliatelle in the same way. If you make mushier, you might as well hang up your apron, for you're no chef. Once the turkey's taken on the bouquet's fragrance, throw it in the pan with the heated olive oil, pour in the wine. Once it's boiled off, toss it in the pasta. Let it fry for a bit. Cut the cherry tomatoes in half and add them to the noodles. Give it all good peppering. Add 2 tablespoons of ricotta. Mix thoroughly. Plate the dish and decorate with arugula. Honey spice cake recipe. 3 cup raw buckwheat honey. 4 cups spelt flour. 1 pat butter. Zircanian spice to taste. 3 eggs. Half cup cow's milk. 1 pinch rock salt. Heat the milk, honey, and butter to a simmer over a low flame, then let cool until lukewarm. Add flour, eggs, and salt. Work vigorously until light and very sticky. Then put in a clay pot, cover with a cloth, and leave in the cellar for a few days. Before baking, take from the cellar and leave in a warm place. Split into 3 equal parts and work each with a rolling pin. Bake each part separately in a hot oven for 20 minutes. Tastes great with plum marmalade. Crayfish boil recipe. Recipe for Varmas's Gorthion's signature crayfish boil. Ingredients: 1 full nut of crayfish, salt, pepper, bay leaf, and dill. Boil the water in a large pot, add salt, pepper, and bay leaf, chop dill, and add to give added freshness. When water reaches a rolling boil, add crayfish alive and boil for 20 minutes until they turn a bright red. Remove pot from heat and leave in a cold place for a few hours until the crayfish absorbs the flavors. Best served warm with a dry white wine. Oh, that's done. But they weren't asking for a crayfish recipe, they were asking for some type of ingredient, I think. I don't actually remember. What are you doing? Benches. Oh, okay. That works. Alright, was there a fast travel here? I don't think there was. So I'm gonna go over here. See what this is. How do you mark it in? Go there, then probably hit up this one, then either go south or left. And I'll do whatever hunt. I don't really care which one we do. Phantoms, why not? It actually is near us.
Let's go.
That's fine. I'm gonna go over this way first. Guarded treasure, I'm guessing. Oh, it's a nest. Oh! Instant death.
Draconid nest. Need to destroy it.
Get destroyed. A level? Let's go. What do we have? 1 point? Yeah, 1 point. Okay. And let's head south. Wrong thing. Hit up you.
Come on, Roach.
I can probably just ride out to the hunt. It's not that bad. Bandit camp. Oh, thank you, Undying. Instant death. Also, what does... I don't really remember what our thing does, our mutagen. I think it's the one that says 85 right now. Like, each hit we do like 5 to 10 more damage. I think it's 5. I thought that was restored though, but I'm not 100% sure. Character. Each fatal blow dealt by sword dismembers the enemy or activates a finisher. Each blow dealt by a weapon in melee combat increases attack power by 5% until combat ends to a maximum of 250%. Bonus is lost if you take damage, not including damage from toxicity. It is that. Never mind. It didn't seem like we were doing 120% more damage, but sure. But we put that on and it's sword at the same time. What am I talking about? We're fighting humans. Of course it didn't work. I'm on fire. Journal written on Snowhide. Journal written on Snowhide. Okay. What's your inventory like? 86? Filbert sent us to collect supplies from the Basine farm. I stayed with most of the lads in the camp as always and sent a few to go strike a deal with his steward. Hubert's Durlit's a reasonable chap. Never gave us trouble about taking supplies before. We're in for an easy job, not like hunting flying monsters or lying in wait for caravans coming down the road. Day 2, Nikolai and Pablo Goff have now returned. Something stinks and is not my foot wraps. I'm taking charge and leading a group to see what's going on. If those peasants at Basine have done something to my men, I'll reduce the farm to moldering ashes. Day 3, the farm has been demolished, but no sign of Pablo or Nikolai. We only found 2 hayseeds. I'll take them back to the camp for questioning. Both howl like madmen and mumble constantly about some werewolf. They'll cool their heels in the cage for a while, maybe get more talkative, and where the bumblazes are my men. Okay. Bro, try. Please. Oh my god, it's a pronghorn. You're running low on honey. Rose, you can do it. Like, you got this.
Run, Roach.
He's done it. He was eye deep, but it works. We're here. Maybe? Yes? No? Use your Witcher senses to investigate the area and find out what's tormenting the hermit. Oh, hermit. Oh, this is this one. I remember.
Dead moths. Attracted to some ghosts like to the light of a candle. Seems there's at least some truth to the hermit's ravings.
Hi. Leglian's Manifesto. Fellow sons and daughters of Labodia, the end is nigh, mend your ways and put your faith in the good tone, for our prophet has written, to shun the pleasures of the flesh and shriek from comfort in times recommended, and to value one's neighbor's fortune above one's own comfort is commendable. This is why we, the 8th-day Flaglians, scourge ourselves and torment our flesh to ensure all folk of the world enjoy long and prosperous lives. Whatever evil, sickness, and misconduct lurks in the world's dark corners, survives not because we have been negligent in striking our backs with a whip.
Common gray top. Strong hallucinogen. Thought extinct. Don't often get to see that. Drops of blood on the pillow. Trail of him leading to the window.
Gotta go outside, you can see him. Oh. Not the blood. What was back here? Just more of the, moths. Well, back, lady. Haven't seen you in like 18 days
Trail
worth of game
blood
time.
Starts at the pillow, ends here. Medallion's still vibrating.
Maybe IRL time too, who knows? I'm not seeing anything.
Something drinks the hermit's blood at night. That I know. Gotta talk to her. Maybe she can tell me something more.
Witcher.
Life of a Flagliant. Why'd you choose this?
Heard flagellants whip themselves.
Flagellants.
Atone for all humankind's wrongs. To appease the gods, gain their forgiveness. That why you do it?
We've each our own reasons. I seek to atone for the suffering of a living being, which once fell victim to another's vanity. I care not for humankind, preferring instead the company of animals.
Some kind of wraiths tormenting you.
Most likely some kind of wraiths tormenting you. Can't tell what kind, though. Felt weak, spent lately? Noticed bite marks on your skin?
As I said, I feel weaker by the day. And bites, of course. There are lice and midges here aplenty.
This isn't lice. Something much bigger drinks your blood while you sleep.
But I do not sleep. Not a wink. He's always present, always watching. I cannot bear it any longer.
Sadly, not much I can do. Can't exterminate it if I can't see it.
The Grey Top. I shall make a brew of it for you. I've 2 mushrooms left, enough for 1 dose. Perhaps then you'll see what I do.
Mushrooms can produce bad side effects.
This mushroom, even in me, could produce some nasty, unpredictable side effects.
True. There is no knowing how Grey Top would affect a mutated body.
Could actually work.
A proper brew could be our only chance to figure this out.
I never did my Halo 5 daily login packs. Ready for the brew. My turn to drink.
Alright, high time we tried this.
Open pack. Yes. What do we got here? I got 200 rec points. SPN KR, rocket launcher, shotgun, hydra launcher, ranged weapon. Okay. Close tab. Common, Grey Trap, blue,
If I start
brew.
uttering something about unicorns or sorceresses, ignore it.
Oh, what a swig. Night night. Sometime later. No bite marks.
Don't see no wraith.
Wow, this clover's amazing. Now that's what I call a bouquet.
Who said that?
Oh, you're awake. Had me worried. You were out
Roach,
way
no.
too long. Even considered giving you some white honey. Kinda hard to do with hooves, though.
Roach?
Why do you sound so manly?
Your voice. It's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? Far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point.
I can understand you. Seems the mushrooms did this.
Must be the brew that did this. Interesting side effect.
Great, isn't it? You should take this stuff more often. Got so many pointers I could give you.
Can't, sadly. Drinking this too often could prove fatal.
Hey, what do you? Why do you always show up when I whistle?
Hey, know how you always show up when I whistle? How's that work exactly?
Well, you're my human. Gotta be there when you need me. Yes, I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down.
Still kinda strange. How you cross the ocean when I call sometimes, but then get hung up on the tiniest fence. What's that about?
What can I say? Everyone's got limits.
Need to track down this wraith. Let's go.
Listen, got this contract I need to finish before the brew wears off.
Right. Monster won't slay itself. Let me see. First up, I need to know what we're dealing with. Follow me, and try not to trample any plants or small animals. Geralt, we gotta inspect this area closely. I'll look for clues. You stand there and... well, just stand.
Right.
Will you look at that?
Don't see anything here.
These are hoof prints. Not just any old horses either. These were left by an astral being. Otherworldly. We gotta follow them.
Alright, after you.
Geralt, look! This here's definitely a clue!
Dead moths often mean a phantom's nearby.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now, what about the smell? Same whiff I caught at the cemetery in Vizima when we were hunting ghouls. The smell of... death.
Smells normal to me. Not taking me for a ride, are you?
Seriously? All right. Now I know what we're up against. Right, Geralt. Let's sum up what we know so far.
Probably dealing with some kind of wraith, that's all we know.
We're dealing with some kind of wraith or phantom, most likely. It visits the hermit at night, drinks her blood. Even if we manage to find it, I've got no idea how I could possibly fight it.
Geralt, please, I got this. It's definitely an Umbra, an immaterial wraith. This one's assumed the form of a horse.
An Umbra actually makes sense. Umbrae are completely invisible, even to Witchers. But how can you be sure?
Because it's not invisible to me, Doofus. It's right over there. It's getting away! Come on, Witcher! Hop in the saddle! Gotta catch it!
That's it, Roach.
There's the Umbra! Let's go, Geralt! After it! Hey! Gotta save my strength a bit. No telling how long we're gonna need to keep running. Geralt, we gotta have a man-to-horse talk. No offense, but your riding skills...
Pardon me?
They leave a bit to be...
I never
desired,
lost a
buddy.
race,
You'd
Roach.
really do me a solid if you could, apply a slightly surer hand. Be a little more decisive about where you want me to go. Sometimes I got no idea, buddy. Do I go left, right, torque where I'm standing?
Yeah, and it'd be great if you could respond more fluidly to my commands.
Hey, heard this one? Horse walks into a tavern, and the innkeeper says, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" Ah! Let's not lose sight of that Umbra. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. Run, Roach.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Oh, there's a trail we can follow. We didn't lose it.
As long as we're being candid, I gotta ask. Why do you sometimes buck me off in the middle of a fight?
First I've heard. Don't recall that ever happening.
Of course you don't.
Melted into thin air. Oh, fuck! Geralt, watch out! Good God! Where's my overgrown demon king?
That one's down. Leave Roach alone. Where are you going? Instant death? That's cool. Alright. Examine the gravestone? What if I examine this chest? Huh? What about that? Florins.
Marcello Clerici, knight. Died last year. Was more or less the same age as our hermit. Seems his spirit's become a horse-shaped umbra that's tormenting Penastri.
Why are you telling me this? I can read and draw my own conclusions.
Thinking aloud, that's all. Helps me focus.
Geralt, it's the Umbra! Attack!
Let me explain.
Talk, but make it fast. Why are you tormenting the hermit?
She torments me, refuses to forgive me. I'm denied peace in the afterlife, and it's all her doing. Each day I come and beg her for clemency.
Beg her for clemency. You drink her blood, drive her mad with fear.
I don't know how to explain it, but yes, a monstrous force takes me. Though I also know I'll not have peace till the day Pinastri forgives me.
You and the hermit? What's the link?
You and the hermit, how do you know each other?
We met as babes, grew up side by side. I loved her. Yet she was always sad. Nothing could cheer her. The world terrified her. I thought her gloom came from being poor. So I did my damnedest to take us from our village, make us a better life elsewhere. Became a squire, took her with me to the palace. But Penastri soon learned nobles are no more decent than peasants, not a speck. Once even I'd grown vile to her eyes, she fled the palace and joined the flagellants. I left the court to be near her, yet she cast me off. Said she didn't want to know me. When the whip-bearers proved too hard-hearted for her too, she became a hermit. I see it clearly now, though I never understood her while alive. From the grave's dark depth, the living are bright, sharp flares. You see all their thoughts at once. Now I understand why she had to cast me off.
She's full of rage. Probably what turned you into an Umbra.
What's with the horse? Why appear to her as that?
Why take the form of a horse?
A horse? What do you mean? Each day since I died, a power lifts me from my grave and makes me run. Then I return with blood in my mouth. I don't know what this is, how it comes to pass, but I do know the torment will continue until she forgives me. But she sees me as a horse, you say?
Seems so. Same way I saw you.
Begging for forgiveness? What you do?
Must have hurt her something awful if she refuses to forgive you. Would rather see you suffer. What did you do?
To her? Nothing. But my horse, I flogged it to death. Pinastri, she saw this. A proud stallion, my Blaze. But he was a bucker, and tossed me during a tourney. One I'd wanted to win badly. Pinastri had been so glad they'd let me stand. Me, a peasant's son. I wanted to win it for her. But that horse made me loose. Rage overcame me. I struck and struck until at last he fell. Oh, the regret. I beg you, forgive me. Absolve me in Blaze's very name.
Not the one just ask for forgiveness.
Can't forgive you for that. Not in my power.
But your horse could? Please, I'd do anything. I'm desperate. Help me. Noble mare, forgive me my sin.
Forgive him if you can.
Could free his spirit, pardoning him on behalf of his horse. But you shouldn't do it if you don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Did a rotten thing. Got no excuse. Your horse was loyal. Did the best damn job he could. 'Cause that's how we horses are.
True. I know I deserved what befell me.
But we aren't vengeful, don't hold grudges, don't dwell on being left in monster-infested woods. So, in your poor Blaze's name, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. I feel it's incredible. Such relief, such lightness.
All right then. Guess we might as well head back. Penastries nights ought to be ghost-free from now on. Anything to add, Geralt?
Nope. Let's go see her. Phantom's gone. Shouldn't torment you ever again.
I felt a change. I did. As if I'd been released from a cramped, dank cellar. I had come to believe no one could help me. I'm grateful, Witcher. I'm well aware Witchers work for hire, for pay. But I've no coin, alas. I can offer only this.
Potatoes.
A good crop this year. Exceptional.
Ought to thank my horse, actually. Phantom's departure, mostly Roach's doing.
Then I thank you too, noble creature.
Oh my god.
Gotta admit, easy peasy with our powers combined. So, what now? We hit the path? Right to the nearest notice board? Rustle up another contract?
Exactly. Though, effects of the bruise waning. I can feel it. Won't be able to understand you soon.
Ah, that's horseshit. I mean, I got so much more I want to tell you, and...
Oh my god.
Clever beasts, horses. Farewell, Witcher.
I can't anymore, man. Ouch. Come.
Whoa!
We ride. There is Hunt. He just called his eyes. It's so far away, never mind, no. Unless there's a, is there a traveler right here? I mean, kinda. We'll head down here, go boom, boom, boom.
Let's go!
Worship me. Can we jump this? Roach. 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 Fine.
Damn it.
What are you damning? Geralt. Guard a treasure? Who's guarding it? Oh, hello. Oh, it's a Bruxa or an Oxy.
Leave me alone.
Oh, you don't mind me. I'm gonna, you know, grab this diary. Thank you. My beloved Safine has a lover. Am I going to read it around my garments? Curse the gods, I swear vengeance. A Seraphine brims with so much life energy. It was inevitable some would spill over into the other canals. It is now up to me to cut off those spillways, vanquish my rival, and hope the walls I erect will prove sufficient to satisfy her vitality and give us a life of mutual exuberance. I have already forgiven her, and now I need but meet her Bill and remove him from our life. Today I follow the Seraphine. They hold their tights at the olive grove. How romantic when they met. Birds flew over the grove, a whole flock twittering and chirping as if celebrating the lover's joy, and as if mocking me cruelly. How symbiotic. I can see the romance drain my darling wife since she began seeing this her lover. She has become anemic, eternally pale. She wanders the house at night aimlessly, blindly. She used to be so lively, so radiant, yet now she is listless, apathetic, resigned. I must gather my courage and end the relationship as soon as possible. I, Christophe Dungaree, despise violence. I shall resolve the matter of my wife's lover pragmatically. I prepared a full sack of Nilfgaardian florins, one so heavy I can barely lift it. I shall wait for my Seraphine to return from the grove to her residence, and then I shall catch him. Make him an offer you can't refuse. Saint Labodia, give me strength. Don't you suck me. Now they can hit her when she's invisible. Some of those would have hit. Rude. Apparently you can. Okay. You might bleed to death. Nah, he's not bleeding. I have fallen, I can't get up. Lady, you have like 2 HP. Okay, you're dead. Yeah, we were gonna go like westish, right? Yeah, we'll do this one. Ooh, hey, hey, hooda, hey. Then we'll head south to the fast travel and go wherever the feet as cold as ice are. Francois. Frankos.
Come on, Roach.
Ooh, hey, hey, hooda, hey. Oh, in these places, I'll go kill whatever you need. Vinthier's contract. Oh. Oh, Caterpillar boy? Centipede boy? Only one? Instant death. I'll go further in, maybe there's more. Yes, there is. 2 of them. Instant death.